Okay, y'all, welcome or welcome back. Let's get the 411 on this energy. So, do I want to do a backstory? I do, because it's the 411. So, I'm going to tell you what happened, and then you can rearrange this energy the way you need to make it make sense and see if this reading is for you. So, there's a situation where something that you ordered was not exactly what you ordered. In fact, it was a messy, lesser version of what you actually were asking for. Um, you could have got it at a discounted rate. You may have not paid full price for it. It was easier to obtain, or it didn't cost much, or it didn't take a lot out of you to create what it was that you created. So you kind of knew that you may have been just kind of settling. It wasn't even really what you wanted. It was just it just kind of, I don't know, lined up. Okay. And it seemed like, yeah, okay, this is familiar. I know this will work. So you get it, but when it comes, you can tell that something affected you, something affected it. There is something that got in the way of this being okay, and that's not typically how things go for you. So you are feeling as if it's just not good for you. Somebody that you're connected to affects the things in your life. It's unsettled, it's unbalanced. So maybe this is like a karmic situation. That's what I'm feeling. Is that there is someone who potentially has more karma than you, or your karma could be good, theirs could be not so good. It comes from lessons. Yours are basically blessings at this point. So when the two of you are connected, you can tell that things are off. Okay, things do not play out the way you want them to. They don't go the way you want them to. This person could affect your mood. Maybe not because they're trying to, but they just tend to have a negative effect. So it could be your perception, but sometimes you can't change your perception. You may have changed your perception 1,000 times, and it still just does not give you the vibes, the feeling, the comfort, the security that you want. And so if you give your attention to it, if you put too much focus on it, it takes you in a downward direction, which affects your vibration, therefore affecting what you attract. So there's something here that is not great quality. It could have balanced out or evened out for you. Whoever did it, or whoever this person is, could even be apologetic, or I mean, they could honestly be in denial as well, like not even knowing that this is a thing. But for you, this is a decision that you're having to make because it just affects your reality too drastically. You can't live like that. Like, you're aware that life is actually, what is that? I can do bad all by myself. Like, your life actually moves smoother when this person is not in your reality, but there is some dynamic or situation between you that cause you to continue to open the door. All right, y'all. What is the path of shadows? It's not supposed to be in here. Perfectionism. All right, for some of you, it could be you. It could be you. You could be a perfectionist and you're perfecting a situation or a circumstance to the point that you are finding things that don't necessarily have to be, but it's your mind. You're giving too much attention to what is not right, and because of that, you are starting to see things not go right in your life, where you could change your perspective. Now, for some of you, you just have to take your attention off this person. I just saw 444. So honestly, you could be protected from this person's karma, and you could still deal with them. You just have to shift your perspective. Not even shift your perspective. For some of you, is shift your focus. If you can't shift the perspective, into positivity. Shift your focus to something that brings positivity, okay? Or something that creates a positive vibration. So let's see what we got here. What's the 411? Yeah, we have the Four of Cups in reverse. See, you are accepting clarity that could be, maybe it's good for you. It's honesty, it's truth, it's something that's coming out that you need to know, that you need to see, that you need to be aware of. But at the same time, how much information you're going to truly absorb, or how much you're going to try to like hold on to, or lament over, or overthink, or you know, how much of this cup you're going to drink is what is going to affect your reality. So you have a lot more authority, you have a lot more power in this situation, and you're allowing yourself to have. Somebody could be a lot stronger than they think, okay? You could feel that just being with this person is going to, or maybe that's your reality. I'm not saying that whatever you feel, whatever you think is not your truth. This person could shift your mood. You could have an issue with being okay with this person on a day-to-day, on a, I don't know how often you know, connect with this person, but depending on how often, you know, you definitely could have some serious, maybe even receipts, like, you know, for sure you can count. You can give a playback of how this person has negatively affected you. What I'm saying here is that you have the power to see what it is that you're seeing without allowing it to affect you. So it could be that what the issue is that you're too emotionally connected or too close to the situation. You need to detach. That's what I'm getting with the King of Swords. You could be attached to a certain outcome. You could be judgmental or emotional, and that's what's creating an energetic cord or tie here. Yeah, we have the Tower. It's in reverse. So likely whatever happened that didn't go right, it's a correction course. It's a divine intervention. You are protected, but the reason that something was allowed to affect you is so that you can be aware that there is an energy that is trying to connect with you that is not to your benefit. It would be to your detriment if you give too much attention to it, if you give too much focus to it, if you dive too deeply into it. It will just get worse. So whatever that was that didn't go right could be very small for you. What brought me to the table is my order wasn't right. It's usually something petty for me. Thank God. I am gratitude and appreciation. So thankful, because I have had my share of major crisis, okay? So I am overjoyed and thankful that what brings me to the table is usually something very tiny and minute, but energetically, these are things that are happening, and it could be small, big, depends on what time period it is in your life. So by no means am I trying to belittle it, but for me, it was something extremely small. But what it is like a wake-up call that my energy, my focus was somewhere it didn't need to be, and I need to pull that back. I need to transmute that energy. I need to push that energy out, okay, before it gets worse. So I feel like you had something like that. It's a correction course. Yeah. What else? Yeah, see, we have the Chariot. Divine intervention. Oh, excuse me. Throat chakra. Okay. Some of you may need to clear your throat. I just saw 911. The protection that you seek could be you. You expressing your truth can somehow protect you. Your words have power. That's what I'm getting with the King of Swords. You are more powerful than you know. Your words have power. So something that didn't go right for you was to awaken you so that you could get back on your path, okay, with the Chariot. I'm hearing the song No Guidance by Chris Brown. So you are being guided. You're being guided. There's a situation here where you could feel alone or like separated, detached, you are not. You may be coming into connection or reconnecting with someone that you thought you were disconnected from, but you could have someone who is aware of this and angry about this, so you are actually avoiding the conflict of it by staying in your positivity and light. And that could be a light that has nothing to do with this person, nothing to do with whatever they're going through, nothing to do with them. You could be happy about something that is totally unrelated. Again, that is what you are doing to protect yourself. You are shifting your focus, okay? So your perspective of the situation could be the same. This could even be a situation you're angry, irritated about. Yeah, we have conflict, battles, fights. So somebody could be aggressive, or their energy is aggressive towards you. It's like they want to compete, or they want hostility, or they're trying to bait you into a trap. Okay, they're trying to bait you into a trap or some kind of warfare energy, but that would not be to your benefit. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this is your warning. It's a warning so that you can correct whatever action you may have decided to take, or you could possibly take, to pretty much instigate, aggravate, or participate in whatever this conflict or war is, because somebody truly is trying to create warfare for you. See, it's the Five of Wands and it's the Five of Swords. This is not gossip. This is what I'm getting. This is not gossip. This is literally somebody that wants smoke with you. It's someone who wants to attack your heart space. Someone who, yeah, literally wants to attack your heart space. With the Sun and the Fool, this could be like your inner child. Someone is attacking or trying to attack your inner child. That would be trying to take your light. Someone's trying to steal your light, take your heart out, take you out of your heart space. Okay, so you are likely loving yourself, loving life. You're in a really good space. This is beautiful energy. So whatever just happened could make you upset, or it's like, well, I know that's not me because I know how I'm feeling. And that is the truth. And you may be you're absolutely right that whoever it is that you think, this could be someone that you rejected and you know that they feel some type of way towards you, or you just know that this person is not somebody you usually give a lot of attention to, or you don't connect with very closely. And this is why, because things tend to go wrong in your life when you do, and when you don't, things tend to work out for you. When you detach, when you disconnect, things go well for you. So you are alerted to the fact, you know who it is, but you have to detach from your judgment of them. You have to detach from your judgment of the situation and let spirit correct it for you, because spirit is going to correct it for you. But you're being made aware of it so that you continue to do what you're doing, but you do not fall into the trap of giving too much attention, focus, energy there. This could even be someone who would be trying to bait your light in. They could play on your inner child, your innocence, your desire to love, to forgive. This is not someone who likely is loving or forgiving like you, which is why their karma is different. That is also why their energy affects you so negatively. This could be someone who holds a lot of resentment towards you. So you don't want to fall into that trap, but this is someone who could trigger you into that. That's why they're in the space that they're in. I just saw 333. They're in a different space, and it's because of how they choose to deal with issues. You deal with your issues lovingly, forgivingly, and it gives you a happy life. Okay? So protect your happy life by staying out of this battle or fight. There are small things that could be going wrong that you will see, or it already happened. And that's just so that you could change or transmute the energy. Yeah, we have changed perspective. So you may have already had this perspective shift. You could have this enlightenment. I'm getting, for the majority of you that I'm talking to, you are extremely gifted, like intuitively. You're very gifted. Things that people typically aren't like knowledge that people aren't usually able to tap into, you're able to. You be really, really, really aware of your subconscious thoughts. You could be really clear and aware about things that you are able to feel and sense with your sixth sense, with your third eye. People's spiritual presence. You may be very sensitive to spiritual presences, entities that people may carry. So you're listening to your inner voice, and that is guiding you. So it would seem as if you should not be able to get through this, or you would not be able to outwit this or get around this, but that's just not the truth. You're too, like, the Hierophant is about loyalty, commitment. This is like a community, but I feel like this has to do spiritually. For some of you, maybe you are part of a religious group or a community or organization that protects you. For some of you with the High Priestess, it could be like a secret society for some of you. But the Four of Wands is like you're not committed to it or something like that. But it could be awareness. Maybe it's part of your family, your lineage. It's just part of your natural spiritual routine. I'm getting you are someone who's spiritual, or the things that you do, you may not see it as ritualistic or protection for you, but it actually is. So the more that you do connect with your truth, with your inner child, and you do the things that you truly feel called to, the more protected you actually will be. This whatever this is, someone wanted to bait you into this feeling that you were like, they wanted you to feel like insecure or scared or afraid, even angry. Like they wanted you to feel vulnerable. Okay. That is a projected energy that's coming from someone who is reliving something from the past that's not even happening currently, but they're in the energy of sadness, gloom, and sorrow, pessimism, failure. Okay. And they are experiencing some things that are not quite so good. They're not listening to their inner guidance, which is why you may be guided away from this person. But this is justice, balance, or there will be justice in this situation, which means that karma is coming no matter what. But you can separate yourself so that you are not a part of someone else's karma, especially someone who is not listening to their inner guidance when you are, because the guidance is what's protecting you. So if you're listening, you're making decisions based off of that. So stay out of indecision is what I'm getting. Be decisive and make your choices from this clear space. But the best thing to do is to stay emotionally detached so that whoever has this karma, that's on them, but not on you. Okay. So that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. That's the 411 or whatever. This little energy wave that just went through. It's rainy today. So I do feel like people are, it's not even that I feel anymore, I just know people are working through their emotional issues. And if that reading resonated with you, then you could be at the center of someone's emotional issue, even if they're projecting that onto you. So that's kind of like a trap. So pretty much detaching, doing your own thing, going into your own space bubble, your own world is the way to go. And you will know when the coast is clear. Okay. So that's what I have for you. That's your reading. And I will see you in the next one. I'm in love with your souls. Bye.